Have you ever heard of the phrase, killed two birds with one stone? Sound familiar? Does that kind of ring a bell? Well, if you've never heard of that phrase, then you just heard it now on this channel. Wow, we're just learning new things every day. Where did that phrase even come from? We're about to find out. All right, so the origins of kill two birds with one stone. It was first found in writing in 1656, long time ago. The quote reads, "TH thinks to kill two birds with one stone and satisfy two arguments with one answer, whereas in truth he satisfieth neither." Oh, English. You know, every time I read Old English, it's like really, really cute. Like, this is how people used to speak to each other. But anyway, kill two birds with one stone. That's what I'm trying to do with this video today. What am I trying to do with this video? I'm going to show you how I take Instagram pictures. I'm not a professional photographer. I'm really not professional at a lot of things. So a lot of things I do, I'm not the best at, but I do it regardless. Because if the whole point of doing something is to be the best at it, then I don't know. Anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you some tips and tricks to take Instagram photos the way that I take Instagram photos. I like the way that I take Instagram photos. It's just my aesthetic. And yeah, I like how it turns out. And there's a specific set of things that I do in order to achieve this certain like look. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really explain the psychology behind my photo taking. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna show you what I do. All right, sound good? Cool. So right now it's like 3 p.m. and it's a little bit early for me to take pictures. I like to wait around maybe 5 p.m. to take pictures just because the lighting right now is a bit harsh. And let me show you what I mean by a bit harsh. Okay. This is what I mean by a bit harsh. You know, I'm a little bit overexposed, and I mean, you can take pictures like this if you want. Personally, it's not my style because I don't like to be overly exposed, but I mean, if this is your aesthetic, I mean, nothing screams sexy more than a little exposure. But anyways, it's a little bit too bright right now to take pictures, and I'm gonna take pictures in like 2 hours, so I'm gonna see you then. So it is about 2 hours later. So I normally like taking pictures after 5, between 5 and before the sunset. Let me show you my outfit. Oh shit, you cannot see anything because my mirror is so dirty. Anyways, here is the outfit. It's like a off the shoulder kind of a dress with like a little like hole right there and some string covering it. And there's no rhyme or reason to why I chose this dress. I just happened to put it on. Okay, I don't use too much equipment for picture taking. I only use 3 things, and I'm gonna show you what I use. So I use this tripod. I got this tripod thing on Amazon, and it came with like a little Bluetooth remote control thing that allows you to take pictures on a device that's connected to this via Bluetooth. So it's the tripod, the remote, and my phone. Hey. Do you see yourselves? Anyways, yeah. These are the only 3 things that I use whenever I take pictures, and let's go. And we've now reached a parking structure, or a garage, because I'm a basic bitch and I like basic pictures. I really need to stop calling things basic, because whenever I say something is basic, I actually mean like I actually really like it, and it's like really cool and fashionable and like super trendy and stuff. So yeah. Getting a parking space. Oh yeah. I know this is really hard, and so I'm gonna focus really hard. All right, we're good. Yeah. So I just want to say that I like going to parking structures because I get to be alone and by myself, and I get to just take pictures of myself by myself without anyone really like looking at me or like judging me. But even then, here at a parking structure, I do still get like anxiety and shit because I don't know. Yeah, I'm still trying to get over that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how I take my pictures. Hey everybody, this is voiceover Terri. No one new, the same old person just recording over the microphone. Now when I'm taking pictures, I found that placing a camera below my line of vision, aka below the level of my eyes, is flattering for me. Notice that I place my phone on the tripod at a level that's kinda at my waist, and I tilt the camera so that it's angled upwards. This angle makes me look taller, and that's honestly all that I'm going for. I pair my phone with the little Bluetooth remote from earlier, and what it does is it allows me to click a button that then takes my picture. I use the front-facing camera, which I know doesn't give the greatest quality because everyone literally orgasms while talking about the back camera, but I like being able to see the pictures that I am taking. I normally am always holding a bag or some kind of prop, which can be sunglasses, a drink, or some other object that fits with the outfit. And in the hand that I'm holding the object, I'm also pressing the Bluetooth remote to take the pictures. So by kind of holding the remote and the object in the same hand, I kind of blend the two together and kind of hide the remote. A cool thing about using the front-facing camera is that you can adjust the angle of the camera, the direction in which the camera is facing, and all of that pretty quickly. You get to see everything that's happening and fix the problem before you go through the process of taking a gazillion pictures thinking that they're mind-blowingly good but end up with one minor thing that goes wrong. I've done this so many times. I changed the location of my phone at least 3 times while taking these because I was able to see the light and how it's affecting the color composition of my photo, so yeah, I actually really love using my front-facing camera. And that's a wrap. I'm trying to get into the car as quick as possible so that no one sees me. Yay. Oh, safety. So like 2 cars passed by earlier and they were like looking at what I was doing. So I got really nervous and then I just took everything and left. So, well, I didn't leave. I'm still here. I just put everything into my car. I mean, honestly, I think that the shots that I got like 3,000 bajillion, trillion, quadrillion, whatever. I'm bound to like one of them, maybe even 2. So let's go ahead and go back and sort through them. All right, woo, back in the comfort of home. No one to stare at us while we take pictures of ourselves. No one to stare at me while I talk into a camera, narrating every single thing that I do. I can just breathe. And this is probably why I don't post on Instagram too often. It's because then whenever I take pictures, I do it in a really like stupid way where I waste a lot of time and it's not really productive or time efficient. And it takes maybe like 20 minutes for me to warm up to taking pictures because the first 20 minutes I'm all like shaky and wobbly and like nervous that everyone's gonna look at me. And then I spend another 20 minutes taking pictures that I actually like. Yeah, my method of photo taking is not exactly the most time efficient or anything efficient for that matter, but it's what works for me. And so yeah, we're back at home. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have to work with. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll all the way to the top because I want to start at the very beginning where I took so many pictures. Yep, that's a little bit too far already. So as you can see, my first couple of pictures, terrible lighting, right? Like just really bad, like really bad. You can kind of see that it's really exposed in the back. What I mean by exposed or exposure is the amount of light that you can see in the picture. And so if your camera is exposed to a lot of light, then it sees a lot of light and everything looks kind of washed out, or the colors aren't really true to its original colors. So everything looks a lot brighter, everything looks kind of like glary, not too satisfying to look at. And so that's what we have right here. Ooh, I like this pose, but hate the background exposure. You see, like it really takes the focus off of me, which I know sounds kind of vain, but the whole point of taking pictures of myself by myself is to take pictures of me and have the focus on me. And so again, these are all really bad pictures. Right here is where I started to change the angle, or I turned the camera the other way around so that way the light was facing me and it wasn't coming from behind me. And so the color looks just so much better, and the concrete at the top is kind of just really satisfying for like a really simple solid color outfit. And that's why I love going to parking lots, because I don't really wear any kind of print anymore. And even if I do, I feel like the concrete provides a really nice contrast to the outfit, so it really focuses on you. So yeah, I kind of just go through each of these like a general scan, and I typically have one rule for picking out pictures, because whenever I take pictures I end up with maybe like 1,000 bajillion pictures. So the way that I sort through them is I kind of look at it from a further or farther point of view, and if I like the way that my silhouette looks in the picture, then I'll simply click on it to see what the details are. I like when my body is a little bit flowy. I like organic movements, something that looks very natural. For example, if we scroll through here, this looks really stiff and rigid, so that's why I don't click on it. I just clicked on it for like further emphasis right now, but this right here looks like a really nice flow. There are like certain curves that are really satisfying, and I'll kind of point them out to you right here. There's a really nice curve going on right here, followed by another curve that's going on right here. I kind of like really hourglassy types of curves. I really like this picture, so I'm gonna heart it. This one as well, but I don't really like it whenever my chin is down so much where it like shows the side of my my double chin. And then I kind of just scroll through every single one of these photos where I have like a similar pose, and I'll kind of heart. I'll favorite the ones that I like. Here's some more. Yeah, I like this one, but I like the silhouette, the body and everything, but I don't like that one piece of hair is like in my face. Like I wish someone was there to fix my hair, but it's okay. These are some of the problems that you face whenever you're taking pictures of yourself. Honestly, what looks good to your eye, you have a pretty good intuition. So if you like the picture, most likely other people will like it too. Now, I do like this one. I like the curves, and when I say curves, I don't mean that I actually have curves, but I like that the way that the body is positioned or posed, because it has a very organic feel to it. This is a picture that I like. It looks like I'm walking. Really nice. It looks really organic and candid. Here's another picture that I like. Let's take a look at some others. Like, I know, I took so many pictures. So many freaking pictures. This is so dumb. I love this one. Love the curves. Here, let me show you one more time the curves. So you see, I love that aspect of it because it looks like I have an hourglass shape. I naturally don't have an hourglass shape. I have a rectangular sort of a shape, but there's something really satisfying about creating that hourglass silhouette using maybe your arms, some props, either by curving your body in a way that like it's not supposed to be curved in. Really do some gymnastics distortion shit there. If you know how to pose in a way where it can emulate that sort of an hourglass figure, I think that's like golden. So basically that is my general breakdown, my general guidelines for taking pictures. All right, we've made it this far. So let's go ahead and talk about the really interesting stuff, how I edit my Instagram pictures. I'm not really that good at editing my photos, I'll admit. Most of the time, I kind of just keep the original photo the way it is, and I'll do a couple of tweaks here and there. I do very little, and what I do to my photos is I kind of just create this illusion that I have a curvier body than I do. I'll just show you. I normally use PICS. So I open my favorites and haha, that's so funny. Look, there's a picture of me smiling all weird in the camera. Anyway, yeah, so I normally open PICS and then I open my favorites folder, and here I have all of these pictures that I really like. Let's open this one. I like this one a lot. It's not the most perfect because, you know, the camera is kind of like facing the light instead of facing away from the light, but these are some of the things I do. So I go on to adjust and I go on to contrast, and I kind of minimize the amount of contrast in the photo whenever this happens, so that way the brightness in the back doesn't look too crazy bright. I also do something with the brightness, which is right here, so I kind of darken it a little bit just because it looks kind of moody, kind of cute. Yeah, girl. And I go into retouch. I do a little bit of waist cinching. Hate to admit it, love to do it. I just do that. I use the reduce tool and then I tap a little bit on my waist, and no one is the wiser. It doesn't look that crazy, I don't think, right? Like boop, boop. That's it. Here's the difference. Boop, boop, boop. Not too bad. I do like to brush over my face with a little bit of the detail tool, and all that does is it kind of just makes everything pop a little bit more. And so the things I want to emphasize, like sparkles on the bag or my hair or my facial features, that's what I use that tool for. And finally, the last thing that I do is I like to use maybe a filter. This is one of my favorites because it gives it like a dark, moody kind of a feel, and so I'll apply that. Maybe if I'm feeling super extra fancy, I'll put some noise on here, but not too much noise, so I'll do maybe like 50% noise. And then this is the final product. Yes, let me go ahead and save it. And here are the final results. And so that basically wraps up generally what I do whenever I take Instagram pictures and whenever I edit them. But yeah, that basically concludes this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, or if you haven't liked this video already, or if you haven't commented. Yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Scroll through and like every single one of my posts. Like, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I don't do anything on Twitter. I maybe like tweeted once and it was like a retweet of like a McDonald's post or something. That basically concludes this video, and I have nothing else to say, so bye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. I'm gonna hang up now.